I'm going to take a second to talk to you about underdogs.
Everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. As you can see, we have a new little, logo. It's we freaking something new. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell how many people are watching this because some reason my OBS is just bugging out, so it just doesn't tell me. But I'm sure y'all here, and I appreciate y'all being here. But be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. But let's get into some of this talk, man. So we did see that Joe Flacco was traded for actually a 6th-round pick. I thought we were going to trade him for an old pack of hot dogs. I'm surprised that we were able to get that. But we were able to get, a 6th-round pick. It could turn into, I believe, a 5th, if he plays enough over there. We'll see what happens with that. But I was surprised with that trade. But the main part of that trade that got me kind of thinking is, does this mean that it's time to see a little bit of Gardner Minshew? Is this, taking Joe Flacco, bringing him back to the Jets, that opens up your QB2 spot. We also know that obviously it's been rough for Jalen Hurts. It's been a little bit rough for Jalen Hurts. And I think we're at the point that we have to figure out what Nick Sirianni is. Is it Nick Sirianni's fault that this offense is absolute trash, which, he has a big part of it? Or is it on Jalen Hurts not being able to make the plays that are out there? So I'm thinking if I'm this franchise, I'm probably going to try and see Gardner Minshew for a game, maybe 2 if he does well in the first one. We said this from the beginning. We have to learn. I think we've learned a lot about Jalen. I don't know what else I really need to see from Jalen. He hasn't gotten better. In the 2 years that he's been here, he just has not improved on the things he has to improve on. So I'm kind of at the point that I wouldn't mind seeing one game out of Gardner Minshew, to be honest. I think it would be interesting. I think it would be definitely interesting. He said, "What's up, Joe? Perfect time, another board day at gig." I respect that. Scheme Team says, if we lose, it's time for Uncle Rico. I think so, man. If you lose to an 0-17, especially if you lose and you look at the quarterback play and it's not up to par, you have to make a decision at some point. Like, I know everybody wants to keep saying, nobody's going to succeed in this offense. Nobody can do anything. You guys are just hating on Jalen. I mean, that might be so, but we don't know that yet. We don't know that until we see somebody else fail in this offense. I mean, Phillip Rivers played under Nick Sirianni and went to the playoffs, I believe. So, I mean, let's be 100% honest. He just hasn't looked good. I want to see if it's the offense or if it's the player. It could be a little bit of a mixture of both. What's good, Carlos? What's going on, Ryan Rowe? What's going on, Gio? Nina, what's going on? What's going on? Logo's dope. I appreciate that. What's going on, Jamal? What's going on? What's going on, cheesesteak? Or cheesesteak. Great intro. I appreciate that. It's Sirianni, my man. Don't watch defensive films. That was a crazy story. And it's crazy because I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. I just saw everybody reporting about it. So I don't know if he was talking about just his defensive tape or if he was not watching other teams' defense, because that would explain a lot. That would explain a lot if you're not out here actually watching game tape and you're not, scheming for other teams' defense. You're just scheming for what your offense wants to look like. So that definitely got me kind of. I was surprised that he said that. What's going on, Odd? He said, did you watch his press conference yesterday? Whose press conference? Are we talking about Jalen Hurts' press? I'm kind of getting tired of listening to Jalen Hurts talk. Because Jalen Hurts is kind of doing the same thing that Carson Wentz was doing all last year with the whole, I got to get better. We got to be better. I just got to improve one day at a time. Like, I'm not trying to hear that, man. Like, just don't even go to the press conferences at this point, because you're not even answering anything. You're just skating around the question. They lose to the Lions. They start in Minshew, even though it's coaching more than Hurts. I think it's a little bit of both, if I'm being 100% honest. I think that, I think the only answer for a coach right now is to take the ball and the decision out of Jalen Hurts' hand. I think that's really the only thing the coach can do. So, like, I mean, we always talk about running the ball. You know, he's trying, and I understand nobody wants to hear that RPO is a running play. But at the end of the day, it is up to the quarterback to make that decision. And right now, we just have to take the decision out of his hand. Just run a more conventional offense. But, like, I feel like this is a very easy offense we're asking him to run. It's a very simplistic offense that we're asking him to run. So, if he can't run this, I don't think it's a good look. I really don't think it's a good look. If he fails at running an RPO-based offense that's very simplistic, that's not a good look for him. What's going on, Ewing? What's going on, Nigel? How should we play if Minshew starts and the play calling? I mean, that's a very interesting question. That's a very interesting question because, all right, I'm thinking that the coach doesn't trust Jalen Hurts to sling the ball around, so he makes it more of a RPO type based offense so that it gives him that option when things break down to run. But Jalen Hurts doesn't have the mentality to stay behind the line of scrimmage. Like when he starts running, he's gonna most likely run. Like there's some times that he'll stay behind the line of scrimmage, but if he's scrolling to the left, he's gonna run. He's not gonna throw the ball. So I mean, there's hitches to his game. There's a couple hitches to this game. So. Oh boy, thank God you didn't watch Sirianni's press conference. Yeah, I just saw like everybody saying that he doesn't watch film. So I might have to go back and watch that. What's going on, Eastside Monster? Right, his answer to everything is we got to look in the mirror and be a cat. Yeah, he's starting to sound like Michael Jackson. Like he's over here, you know, I'm looking at the man in the mirror, you know, one day at a time, dog mentality. Like I'm so tired of all these quotes. What's going on, KJ? It's not hard to run. That's a fact, Dank. That's a fact. We don't need a quarterback that can run. It's a plus, right? That's why they're explained as +1 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're necessarily looking for. We're looking for a quarterback that can run our offense. And I don't know. I just don't think that. I just don't think he's doing it right now. I understand, and I definitely agree that Nick Sirianni is a huge problem right now. But how much is he handcuffed by the player, and how much is the player handcuffed by the play calling? Like, I think it goes both ways. What's going on, KJ? What's going on, brother? Hurst can't read defenses. I don't think he can. I really don't think he can. I think that he's a one-read guy, and it's at first it wasn't that big of a deal because if you scheme it to be a one-read, but if that one-read's not open, they're keeping 8 in the box so that you can't run on them because they're not afraid of your arm. So, I mean, you know, you're handcuffing. Now Jalen Hurts is not only handcuffing himself and his receivers, he's handcuffing the running back because you have 8 in the box almost religiously because they are not afraid of you going over the top. We saw a couple throws against the Raiders that were just off. I mean, even comeback throws, they're like 10 yards short. It's just, I haven't seen enough from Jalen Hurts to really argue for him right now. And maybe that's unfair. Maybe that's me being a hater. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fake fan for that. Blow it up regardless if we win or lose. Sunday time for a redo. We need to accept Howie ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it's not looking. If Howie Roseman got fired, I think we would all be okay with this season. And maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. We got 30 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Please do hit that like. Even if you are subscribed, please do hit that like because it does help out the channel a lot. Pushes out the content to new people. So really do appreciate if you guys could hit that like for me. Lions own that first round pick. I only say we win because they tanking. Now if we lose, they move up the draft board and Dolphins keep losing. We got that first overall pick. Imagine we have that first overall pick. I don't know who would be there, but I would love to get the best D lineman. I would love to get the best corner. Like I would just love to get the best player at a certain position for once in our life. Jalen will be fine. Other QBs miss throws too, so anything he does negatively should be ignored. You're joking, right? Like you're joking, right? Because I feel like we talked about this earlier. You're joking, but that's basically what people are saying. It's like, you know, and I'm not sitting here. I don't want to sit here and talk junk about other content creators because that's not who I am, and I'm not trying to, you know, be that guy. But you know, a lot of people are bringing up, you know, oh, look at this guy, look at that guy, and that's cool, man. Yeah, there's a lot of players that took time to develop. This is his second year. As a NFL player, this is his second year, and I have not seen anything improve. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I can't look at one aspect of his game and say, well, at least this is getting better. I haven't seen anything get better. What has gotten better? His decision making hasn't gotten better. His accuracy hasn't gotten any better. His arm strength hasn't gotten any better. I mean, what has gotten better? And I'm not trying to hate on the guy. You know, he's a great guy. He's a great leader, you know, but just a terrible decision by this franchise. What about y'all defense? Our defense looked bad. I think our team just gave up. If I'm being 100% honest, I think all these players gave up. Also, he's basically a cat. I can't stand you, Dick. I can't stand you, bro. Hurts is a top 10 quarterback for fantasy. Big facts. Yo, everybody throws so many numbers at me. And this is the funny thing. Everybody throws so many numbers at me. Telling me, oh, well, look at this number. Look at that number. Let's look at that. The fact that Jalen Hurts is tied for the most time to throw and has the lowest accuracy completion percentage out of all those quarterbacks. Let's take we sit here and talk junk about our offensive line isn't good. This isn't good. Guys aren't getting open. My man has like 3 seconds, 4 seconds in that pocket and still can't throw a good ball. It's on him. It's on him. You know, we can sit here and nitpick every other player, every other position group, but Jalen Hurts has made a lot of mistakes, and it is what it is. Dank Burrito, don't use the phrase. I hate it. I hate it. You taking this out. That ain't happening, Papa. One pride. Stop it. I hope y'all do win. At this point, I hope y'all do win, because maybe that'll help us get rid of Howie. Maybe that'll be I just need one straw to break this camel's back. That's all I want right now. That's all I want. I just want one more straw to break this camel's back so this man can leave, because I'm so tired of watching Howie Roseman ruin this team. It would be Kayvon. Yeah, he's been going crazy. There's a couple D linemen that are going crazy, if I'm being real. If Howie was fired, I'd celebrate like we won the Super Bowl. I'd be so happy. I would be so happy. I don't know who we would get. I don't know who would replace him, but it would be anybody would be better than him right now. I'm almost okay with giving Nick Sirianni like GM powers for a year. Like, I just don't want Howie here anymore. Howie getting fired dramatically improves our birds. That's a big fact. His inaccuracy is evident. The sad thing is I've seen no improvement. That's my thing. Look, I'm not sitting here saying that, Gardner Minshew is the answer for this franchise. And I'm not saying any of these, guys that we would draft are necessarily the answer for this franchise. But I am saying that Jalen Hurts hasn't proved that he is. And Jalen Hurts hasn't improved. We can blame it on the coaches. We can blame it on this, on that, on the third. You've been in the league 2 years, my guy. Like, I mean, this is stuff that you can work with a private guy with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all on coaches. Like, at the end of the day, you're getting paid a lot. He's not getting paid that much. But in the grand scheme of things, you're getting paid to work on your craft. You knew you were coming into this year as the number one guy. You knew you at least had an opportunity if you still didn't know 100%. So there's no excuse in my book for you to not be ready for this game, or for this year. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. I have zero interest in Porn Stash game. Guys started. 8 of our next 10 games are against teams as bad or worse than us. This is the time to stop getting beat down and start figuring things out. I mean, what are we figuring out? Are we still on the train of thought that Jalen Hurts is going to improve magically? Like, there's 10 games left. He's 11, 12 games in. I don't know. I'm not saying give up on him. I'm just saying I'm down to see Gardner Minshew for one game and just see how big of a difference it makes. That's all I'm saying. We're imploding this year when we shouldn't be due to play calling, not have an aggressive defense, good enough linebackers who attack and can actually tackle, start using the run game, and decisive. I think our defense, our linebackers are trash. I don't know. I really can't sit here and blame the play. I'm sorry. Like, I know that's a low-hanging fruit is the play calling. We can all sit here and say you should run the ball 35 times. But as a quarterback, there's times that he's had open receivers. That's the thing. He's had open players. He's had open receivers, and he's not getting it there. I feel like as a fan base, we want to nitpick everything but the quarterback. The quarterback has not played well at all. If you can sit here and realistically tell me that you're happy with his quarterback play, you're lying to yourself, bro. You're lying to yourself. There's no way. Jamal, he got to go. I'm done with this front office. I feel you. The ish is mad irritating. It is. I just don't understand why everybody... Look, Jalen Hurts has played 2 years in the NFL. This is his second year in the NFL. There are many private coaches. Quez Watkins, we're not blaming the coach. We've had terrible wide receiving coaches. We're not blaming the wide receiving coach. We're not blaming the tight end coach for Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. They went and did work on their own. Why on the offseason Jalen Hurts couldn't improve on the things that he knew he needed to improve on? Why not? Why not? That's my question. Why not? Why couldn't he improve on the things on his own that he knew he had to fix? We talk about this dog mentality. We talk about how he's such a leader, how he's such a hard worker. None of that work is coming to fruition. Lurie got no problem firing Howie. He fired his best friend Joe Banner when he was here. I'm hoping that's the case, but I mean, Howie's been here for like 20 years. There's a difference between best friend and, you know what I'm saying, and that's like his little brother. I don't know if he'll ever get rid of him. We'll see, though. Any chance we trade for Watson? No. We're not getting Watson, man. Joe, did you see the video of the fan throwing the jersey on the floor in front of Sirianni and cussing him out? Yeah, man. That's what Philly is. That's what Philly is, man. That's what Philly is. We're going to tell you exactly how we feeling. What happened, Gio? How he won the Super Bowl 4 years ago at that. How we didn't win that Super Bowl, man. Like to see Jalen Hurts on the Steelers with an elite head coach. All right, well, throw us like a first. If you guys want to throw us some draft picks, y'all can have them, man. Like, yeah, I feel like everybody. Why do Eagle fans, and maybe I'm being negative, I don't care, actually. Why do Eagle fans love to pick players over their team? I'll never understand that. I will never understand that. I'm not a Carson Wentz fan. I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm not a Miles Sanders fan. I might like these guys individually, but I'm an Eagles fan. At the very end of the day, you see that banner? Oh, it's that way. If you see that banner, that doesn't say Jalen Hurts. That doesn't say Philadelphia Jalen Hurts is. That says the Philadelphia Eagles. Start making decisions based on your team getting better, not on, oh, this is a good guy, we should help him. No, that's not how the NFL works. I'm sorry. That's not how the NFL works. And that's a corny way to look at it. Like, all these people that be like, oh, bro, send him to this team so he could properly get developed. Like, what are you talking about? The man's been on this team for 2 years and can't throw a freaking out route. Like, come on. Let's be honest for once. Stop calling everybody fake fans and just be real with yourself for once. Like, that's the only way we're going to make this team better. Carlos... Yeah, bro, on Twitter, it looks like fans was going to hop over and tell him in front of his face. I feel like Fletcher Cox is not trying, just saying he's getting owned that whole game. Just seen it, Jay. Yeah, I mean, look, if I was at that game, I'd be cussing him out too. Listening in the bushes. What's going on, Philly girl? How much money got freed up by trading Flacco? Maybe like $1 million. I don't think he freed up that much money. I think it was more so for the capital. Like, if that turns into a fifth, that wasn't a terrible trade. I mean, even the sixth wasn't a terrible trade. Joe Banner said Howie isn't going anywhere. He's not. Monroe says fire Howie. I agree. He threw better in his first start than he has in his... I mean, I feel like we've seen a regression, if anything. Philly got bigger problems than Hurts. I don't think so. I think that everybody's just as much of a problem. Like, to be honest, I think everybody is a problem right now. Justin Fields responsible for 5 turnovers last game. Chicago fans already. You know what's crazy is we're not Bears fans. You know what's even crazier is Justin Fields ain't my problem. I mean, like, real talk. Gardner Minshew played for the Jaguars. Like, why do you guys love to look at numbers but have no context behind them? Gardner Minshew played for the worst team in the league for like the past 2 or 3 years. But yeah, let's go look at what their offensive line did and say that he sucks. Let's say that. Let's ignore that he had one of the highest completion percentages of any starter for like 2 or 3 years. Let's forget that. And let's look at his sack numbers. Come on, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I'm an Eagles fan. I am an Eagles fan. Can we stop this? Can we stop trying to nitpick stuff just because we like a guy? Like, at the end of the day, we have to make the decisions to better this team, not better individuals. I'm sorry. It is what it is. He worked with the same guy Watson did, and he just doesn't have it. I agree with McMullen. 2 linebackers and a cornerback, and we are 5-2. Yeah. Sewell got in a scuffle with Donald. Oh, that's it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My bad. We got 54 people in here, man. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. All right, my bad. Fields ain't going the last with Nagy. Yeah, Nagy's absolute garbage. Alex Baby Arm Singleton is a bum. I've been saying that since the Cowboys lost. There's locker room issues. It started with Miles. I don't think it started with Miles, but I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, he was the first one that got really upset publicly. My buddy, a diehard Jags fan, dude, said good luck with Minshew. I mean, I have a lot of friends that are Jaguar fans. I lived in Jacksonville for about 6 or 7 years. I've watched Minshew play. Minshew's not trash. Like, I've said it from the beginning. Minshew is not trash. You know what I'm saying? Minshew is far from trash. We got 55 people in here and only 25 likes. Can y'all please just take a second, hit that like button for me, man? I would really appreciate it. Brian Cruz bringing in the good vibes. I appreciate that. Yes, and follow-up comment when was they need to train him better, line him up in different positions and run drills, and over again give him different... Are you talking about Jalen Hurts? If Minshew starts the RPO, offense has to be the same with no run to the ball, and the defense has to give up 90-plus yard drives. Okay. Let's blame everything but Jalen Hurts. Hurts will never make it with his trash arm and hesitant reads of the defense and anticipation of throwing receivers open. That's my thing. Everybody's like, oh, he doesn't trust the wide receivers. He went to school with this wide receiver for like 3 years. How he don't trust him? Like, Quez Watkins has been going crazy. Quez Watkins has bailed you out many of times. How you don't trust him? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't buy that he doesn't trust him. He doesn't trust himself. At this age, bro, being loyal is a crime. I wouldn't even say being loyal. I understand being loyal to players. I understand having love for players. Jalen Hurts has done nothing for this team for us to be loyal to him. Just like Carson Wentz, in my opinion. Carson Wentz ain't do nothing for me to be sitting here like crying that he left. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. Zach Ertz, that hurt. Zach Ertz has been with us for a long time. We brought him up. That hurt. Somebody like a Fletcher Cox leaving, that's going to hurt. Jalen Hurts ain't nobody to me. Jalen Hurts has been here a year and a half. And we all hated the draft pick. So why all of a sudden we all think he's the best quarterback in the world? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. We got 60 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new, man. We're trying to hit 3K. Fire Howie, Matt Corral. Everybody's saying Matt Corral. I might have to do like a little film review on the guy. Is it clear that Howie and Lurie are botching the play calling and Sirianni is making no calls? They're making it hard on Jalen by throwing 47 to 50 plays. Too predictable run. Where is Jordan Howard? Having Jordan Howard on this team isn't going to help us, one. And Jalen Hurts has the easiest offense in front of him. Look at what the actual offense is. It's a bunch of RPOs, and he's choosing to throw the ball. Let's stop. The play calling, yes, the play calling can definitely be better. But if the play calling was working, nobody would be saying anything. If Jalen Hurts was making the throws that he's supposed to be making, no one would be saying anything about the play calling. Let's be 100% honest about that. So, like, I mean, yeah, is the offense a little bit, not the best offense for him? Yeah, but that's because he doesn't have the skill to run it. I mean, it's that simple, man. It really is that simple to me. At this point, y'all Eagles fans should go to Philly for pitchforks and fighting. He need more time being a better reader of the defense and calling audibles and working on his time and accuracy. We just need a guy that can do that. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting another year for something he should have figured out over the offseason. I'm sorry. I'm just not. There's nothing that got better. There's nothing that got better with Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. Hashtag love the logo on the player. Facts, Sean. Facts. What's going on? I already saw enough of pathetic Jalen Hurts. Facts, bro. We Eagles players get our respect with performance. Horrible QB never led us to a Super Bowl. Fly goes fly. What's going on, Carlos? Jalen hasn't been good, but defenses don't have to think hard about Sirianni's scheme. It goes both ways. They are able to put 8 in the box. They're able to bring their safeties down because they don't fear Jalen Hurts' arm. And at the same time, our quarterback, our head coach isn't running the ball. So, I mean, it goes both ways. You sure you wouldn't be throwing hands? I might be. $5 traded Flacco. it's not so much Sirianni's scheme, but it's more so Hurts' lack of an arm. I think it's both. Funny thing is, this sounds like y'all was talking about Wentz last year, because it is. It's the same exact thing. And everybody wants to sit here and cry about how he's doing, but he's not doing that great either. They're losing. I mean, good for him. He's putting up numbers. They're losing. I mean, gotta go, Joe. Dope intro and logo. I'll catch the rest of the stream later, brother. Good talk with you in chat. Good. Yeah, take it easy, Gio. Thanks for coming through, bro. Thanks for coming through. Joe Castro, you're a real one, bro. A lot of fans don't like to keep it real with their team and their players. Castro woke up speaking facts today. We Eagles fans. Yeah, man, I'm not with all that, like, oh, Jalen Hurts needs to go to a better team so they could develop. Like, shut up. That sounds like some dating stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a girlfriend that you don't treat well, so you're like, I hope she finds somebody nice. That's not how the NFL works, man. What's going on, Big D? Jeff Lurie is waiting on Robert Kraft to sell the Patriots to him. He was and is always a New England boy. Castro spitting facts for real. Somebody got to. With respect to Cox, I mentioned it before. It was time for him to retire. You disagreed. Do you still feel the same way? I still don't think it's time for him to retire. I think that we're not utilizing him properly. Like, I mean, if somebody like that is telling you you're not putting me in the right positions, I think you got to listen. You know what I'm saying? And if you mold to what he wants to do and he's still not making the right or making the plays, then that's when you make that decision. But I think if you have a veteran like that telling you he doesn't like your scheme, he doesn't feel comfortable, you got to make those decisions. Hold up, y'all. My bad. All right. On some ref, the coaches are saying no because of our front office. That's the thing. It might be way deeper than we're thinking. The only player I think the Eagles did dirty was B-Dog. Besides that, I'm an Eagles fan. They did do B-Dog dirty. I respect that. Smash up the likes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How many people we got in here? How many people we got in here? We got 52 people in here. Be sure to hit that like. We got 30 likes and 52 people in here. Let's get that a little bit closer to each other. How mad would you be if you lost to the 0-7 line? I would be pissed. I'm going to be real. I know lately these sound like a lot of lately a lot of these sound like rants, but these aren't rants. These are me just being honest. I might mess around and rant if we actually lose to the Lions. Dude, I'm worried Minshew would win us 2 more meaningless games. I need this high pick. I mean, I don't really care about our pick. I think that as long as the Dolphins stay, not good, we should have a good pick. So, and the Colts don't look like they're going to get that much better, so we should have a good pick. I think Howie has intel footage of Jeffrey Lurie, and there has to be something. You want golf? Nah, I'm good. We good on golf. I bet we lose to the Lions. I wouldn't even be surprised, but I would be pissed. When the locker room turns on the coaching staff after the Lions game, who is going to the guy in the middle? BG, 55, and Lurie are the only guys I can see. You mean like in the middle of everything trying to fix it? I'm pretty sure if we lose, we going to go crazy in Philly. Before the Raider game, 208 passes, 6 passes in the middle of the field. That's coaching's fault. Stop love the man and evaluate the player. I'm confused. I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me, but I mean, I think that's on both of them. Like I said, it's on both of them. Shout out to John Gill with the $5 super chat. Nick is trying to keep it as simple as Hurts learns. Put him in under center. Reading defenses will save Nick's job, but might expose Hurts more. It's true. That's 100% true. I appreciate that $5 super chat. It's 100% true. He's trying to make it as simple as possible, and even then, he's not making the plays that need to be made. Like, so I give it to, I will say that it's on both ends. Both sides of the coin aren't doing their job. The coaching staff needs to be better. The player himself needs to be better. So it's on both ends. It's on both sides. But I mean, come on, man. Come on. He never steps into the pocket either. The O-line is very good and hurts me. I mean, look, he's had 3 seconds on average to throw. That is the highest amount of time for any quarterback, and he on that 3 seconds has the lowest accuracy percent, the completion percentage. Like, I mean, I mean, come on, nobody, y'all love to throw numbers at me. Ain't nobody telling me that. Wentz is looking real good with a bunch of losses. So, I mean, I'm good on him. This season rested on Hurts. If he fails, then we still good. High pick, no point. And putting Minshew in to win meaningless games, no freaking point. I don't know if I agree with that. This is a year to evaluate your players. And at the end of the day, Minshew is one of your players. If he goes out there and plays well and you're able to flip him for like a fourth, then, I mean, that was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to look at it in that sense. You have to evaluate your team. And he's part of your team. Mania. Hey, Minshew Mania, you never know, Rome. You never know. Lions ain't even that bad. They just have tough losses. They will beat us. I think they will. They fight. Them boys go out there and fight. They every game they out there trying to bite kneecaps off or whatever the dude says. That was one of the funniest quotes. But, it's going to be interesting. What's going on, Jerry? What's going on, Backyardsburg Podcast? We actually need to lose that Lions game. Would actually be a beneficial in terms of two. I'm not going out here and saying lose a game on purpose. Like, I would never say that. Bro, Hurts is a backup. Philly fans got to stop over this Hurts season BS. He is a backup, not a franchise quarterback. And it's good to have faith in your quarterback, but it's also good to be realistic when your quarterback's not living up to the faith that you had in him. I hate to say it, but maybe it's time to play Flacco a little bit. Flacco got traded. He went back to the Jets. What QB do you want to replace Hurts? I mean, if we're looking in the draft, I don't know. I would have to really sit down and look at that. I don't know yet. Right now, I mean, there's nobody that we're going to trade for or anything like that. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind seeing one game out of Minshew. Sinnett. Yeah, Sinnett. Minshew is our backup now. But honestly, look, Sinnett looked decent. I ain't going to say here. I'm not going to say here and hold you. He looked good in that one game that I saw him in the preseason. He looked pretty good. I know it was preseason. It is what it is. But he was making some cool throws. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know why we picked him up, but we did. LOL, they fight hard too, and no Miles Sanders. Minshew is more accurate. Minshew is more accurate, in my opinion. Minshew will make the throws he needs to make. We need to see if we need a new coach and make the switch to mustache and see what happens. I agree, Badland, buddy. You have to finally figure out what you have on this team. You know, who knows? I do like Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew can be a quarterback in this league. Right now, maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. But I think it's worth giving him a shot. He just won't be able to run away. He will be sacked more than Hurts. I don't think so. Hurts is holding on to the ball a lot. Hurts is like, we complain about this offensive line, but a lot of it is on Hurts just holding on to the ball too damn much. You have to have that internal clock. And I'm going to say it again, man, because everybody loves their numbers, right? Jalen Hurts has averaged, I think, just over 3 seconds in the pocket, which is the highest in the NFL. And on those 3 seconds, he has the lowest completion percentage. Like, that's not a good stat. Everybody wants to bring up, well, he has over this how many yards, this many this, that, and the third. But he's not being a good quarterback. Like, it just is what it is. Do you think Howie should be gone? Definitely. Howie definitely needs to be gone, man. I'm tired of Howie Roseman. Minshew will spark the team. I think he could. And I'm not even looking for a spark. I'm just trying to see what we have in this team right now. If we can make a nice little late season push, then hey, awesome. If not, then we don't. It is what it is. But I would like to see what we have. Hurts runs into pressure a lot, and he doesn't hand off the ball a lot. There's a lot of times he can hand off the ball and get out of trouble and just doesn't do it. What did One Prize say? One Prize ain't right. Don't listen to him. Has Hurts' completion percentage improved since last year? I hate people say he hasn't improved. His completion percentage, I think, has improved slightly. Hold on, let me look. I'll tell you right now, because I think it has gone up a little bit. His completion percentage has literally went down every game. So Atlanta, he had a 77%. Then it went to 52. Then it went to 64, 66, 59, 46, 52. Like, I don't get y'all, man. So he went from a 52% completion to 61%. And hold on, this is the His in-air yards went from 9.1 last year to 8.5. Yards after catch. Yeah, I mean, last year in the 4 games he played, he had 468 yards. Like what I'm trying to get at to, what I'm trying to get to is that his numbers look good because of the yak. That's why his numbers look good, because he's throwing little 10-yard or 5-yard passes. Once the Hurts season brand is selling, you can't criticize him. According to the discussion, it's going to be Hurts as the backup and Minshew. That's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing. I am hearing that Minshew might be getting the start this week or pretty soon. He just won't be able to run away. He'll be sad. I don't think so. I think that he'll get rid of the ball quicker. Minshew's parked in his team's one. Hurts doesn't run up the pocket. He rolls to the right. I've seen defenses roll the coverage to the right because they know. Yeah, and if he rolls to the left, he's going to run. He's not going to pass it. Like, he's very obvious in what he's able to do. I don't know why people don't want to say this. He's young because he's young. Yeah, I don't get it. Hurts yards come in garbage time. I mean, they do. I think Hurts is gun shy now. He's so worried about messing up. That's a big possibility as well. He doesn't want to throw a bunch of interceptions, so he holds the ball for a little bit longer. Minshew is a leader too. I agree. I'd say let him start, and if he struggles, then it's the issue. Yeah, exactly. You clowns are a disgrace to Eagles Nation, yo. Yeah, so you soft, bro. You soft, Bobby. You always coming in my chats talking about, oh, you ain't no real fan. How you don't like Hurts, man? Please save me that stuff. Please save me that stuff. Hurts be running before the play starts. Exactly. At the end of the day, until Howie is gone, we won't see crazy changes. The same problem. I agree 100%. I agree 100%, Riff. Why are we willing to give Hurts, who is unpredictable and unproven, yet Minshew doesn't get a chance, who is proven? I'll say it again. We need to see if someone can run this coach's scheme. I agree. We have to see if it's on the coach or the player. And I think it's a little bit more. It's a little bit of both. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Hurts looks bad. Coaching looks bad. Defense just looks at opponents, scores touchdowns. We will still have 10 games left in a learning year to see who needs to be replaced. I'm just waiting it out, see how it plays. I mean, that's what you got to do. But I think that one game with another quarterback gives you an answer, or at least 1 or 2 games gives you an answer on who Nick Sirianni is. Because if we go out there and put up 35 points with Gardner Minshew, every quarterback makes sense. Mistakes. They do make mistakes. Every quarterback does make mistakes. And I'm not saying he doesn't have to make mistakes. He can't make mistakes. What I'm saying is you have to improve, and he has not improved since he's taken over the starting role. Since last year, when he became the starter, he has not improved since then. We can look at that one. The completion percentage has improved, but his completed air yards, is damn near half. He went from like 9 completed air yards, which is basically how long the ball actually travels when you complete a pass. It went from like 9 yards to I think 4 this year. So it's not like he's out here, you know, throwing the ball, slinging the ball around. Wentz had the same issue before we shipped him off, holding on to the ball. Now Hurts, there's more to it. Wentz still has the same problem. Wentz still has the same problem. Don't let those numbers fool you. Don't let people fool you with numbers, man. Wentz is doing the same exact stuff he was doing in Philly. He's having decent games, and he's still doing boneheaded things that are losing them games. I'll have to stop you there. Minshew is not proven he needs to still showcase. He still needs to prove that he's like a franchise guy, but I think that he's proven that he can lead a team for a couple games. Like, he got the Jaguars like 5 or 6 wins. Like, and that's not easy, bro. Like, that's not easy. You've convinced me to bench Hurts. When should Minshew start, and how many games does he get? Yeah, I mean, it depends on how, like, part of me wants to say give Hurts this game, and if we lose this game, then I'm kind of all out. But part of me says give Minshew a game or 2, you know, early and see what he's got, and then go back to Hurts. But I don't know. I think you have to, at some point, figure it out. Because I love Hurts as a leader, and Hurts has been a great guy, but he's just not accurate. He's not a consistent quarterback. Let me put it like that. If he's accurate and on time, put him in. We got wide receivers. I agree. Now Wentz balling player. Wentz is not balling, bro. Let's stop listening to the Twitter stats, bro. Numbers don't tell it all. That man is still losing games, still throwing weird ass passes, throwing weird ass interceptions. Minshew is going to be a folklore. Think of young Fitz tragic. He will have a long career going back from starter to back. Yeah, I think he will. Until a team like really gives him a chance, I think he's good. I really do. I think he's a good player. If Minshew is listed as a starter because of some phantom injury, you'd be okay with that. Andy Reid kept McNabb out of a game because coming back from injury because AJ Feely was still balling. I would be okay if they took out. I don't care how they do it, but I do think you need to see another quarterback running the system for at least a game. Wentz with that bomb and one pick all year. Wentz had that problem in college too. Minshew can play. Wentz is balling right now. Stop it. Minshew, maybe to you. I mean, hey, he's balling at 2-4. Good for him. I know I'm just talking ish. Minshew has more talent around him here. I believe Minshew will play well. I agree. Hurts at number 2. That's about it. Hurts is the best he is playing. Hurts is the best he is at playing from behind rather than the whole game. Yeah, maybe we got to just go into the game and be like, listen, you're down by 3 scores and there's only like 6 minutes left in the first quarter. That's all you got to do. I think Jalen needs I think Jalen needs a vet coach. Nick needs a vet QB. The match isn't working. I agree. Castro about to smack us through the game. Nah, never that, bro. Never that. It looks like no matter what the coaching staff may have lost, the defense did. You hear Cox, is he the next one out? I don't know if they'll be able to. I don't know. Like, if they can get a good deal for him, I wouldn't be surprised. But you're going to have to really explain. Like, that's something you're going to really have to show face with. Like, Howie's really going to have to explain that to fans. Like, we're already pissed. And, I don't know. A big move like that might be a little bit hard to digest for fans compared to Hurts. I agree with that, Big Chris. You're right. You ain't wrong. How many turnovers does Hurts have? I don't know. Not that many. Listen, I'm not one of those guys that sits here and stares at his stats. Like, I've watched this man play every damn game. So he has 4 interceptions, excuse me. And then fumbles, he has 5 fumbles already. Only one of them lost, though. So technically he has 5 turnovers. Yeah, exactly. His run game is doing his thing. Yeah, didn't people see Wentz through that pass when he was tackled? They got intercepted, but they called it a fumble. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Colts won 2 straight. He played a bad team also once with Smith, Watkins, Rager, and Goddard. We need an accurate QB. That's it, exactly. And somebody that's going to be within the rhythm of the offense. Someone that's not going to mess up the timing. And I'm not trying to... Man, I'm going to reiterate this. I am not trying to sit here and hate on Jalen Hurts. I'm not trying to say he's the worst quarterback we've ever had, that he'll never be a good quarterback. But we also have to figure out what this coaching staff is. And maybe he's holding them back. So we have to see. Bottom line, the game tape is out on Hurts. Defensives know what he can and can't do. Minshew will get at least 6 starts this year. Roseman, Siri, and Gannon need to go. Maybe. I know Roseman needs to go. I don't know, man. I just need to see another quarterback at under the helm because there's so many question marks for everybody. I want to see how it would look with somebody else running the plays. If it sucks that the vets have to go out like this, yeah, we're wasting people's time. What I meant by proving he can run an NFL offense, I don't believe Hurts can. Wide receivers open by NFL standards. Also, Minshew college off that he played was a lot like Sirianni now. True. Castro, who you like better, Schwartz or Gannon? I don't know, man. I'll say, man, I don't like either of them, man. I guess I'll say Gannon, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, I feel like if you give this secondary to Jim Schwartz, they might have been a lot better because we were a good run defense. So I don't know. Maybe Schwartz probably. I don't know. He doesn't have many turnovers because he doesn't take chances. True. Our hope for Hurts was a poor man's McNabb. Facts. It's true. Colts fans are not happy with Wentz play. LOL. Only certain Eagles fans are bragging about, dude. Shit's hilarious. Yeah, I don't get it. Most Eagles, a lot of Eagles fans lately have been kind of annoying me, to be honest. Like, people need to realize you're an Eagles fan. If you're not, then don't be an Eagles fan. Don't talk to me about the Eagles if you're secretly a Colts fan. Don't talk to me about the Eagles if you're secretly just here because Jalen Hurts is here. I ain't got time for that. We can't release Nick. We still got our last coach on payroll. We still have money. Imagine paying 2 coaches that are. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. 3 first-round picks are in full effect if Howie don't mess up. True. And Kevin says Schwartz because of the Super Bowl. Schwartz. Damn, everybody's saying Schwartz. By the second half of the Chargers game, Hurts, Minshew will mirror the McNabb Colts QB change during the Ravens game at home. Cole and Reed play calling fell on their face. Hope that is not revisited too. We need Jim Johnson. Who you telling, bro? Rest in peace. What's going on, Show Nuff? Schwartz stopped the run well, but we got passed on. Gannon can't stop the run at all, but here and there produces turnovers and some sacks. I agree. Schwartz over Gannon by a mile. I don't know by a mile. I think it's close. They both trash, in my opinion. I like the attitude Schwartz has. That's why they're gone because they're not yes men. Facts. I think the coaching lost the locker room anyways. Doesn't matter. I agree. I put a video out that I do think that this team just kind of gave up, especially guys like, Fletcher Cox and stuff. But we do have 60 people in here, man. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hitting that like button helps me out so much, helps me push out the content. So I really do appreciate everybody that hits that like, and obviously subscribing if you like the content, man. I really do appreciate it. These are always fun. I always have fun just BSing with you guys. I had literally nothing I wanted to talk about, but you guys make it amazing. So I appreciate you guys. TJ says, yeah, watch all them Colts YouTubers. Dudes are crying about we got fleeced in the trade. The run game and defense has been their only chance. They just want Wentz to be a game manager. Exactly. Schwartz be talking ish back to the media. I love it. Facts. If we are 2-8, then I will start Gardner. But if we go on a run, need stick where Hurts. This coaching staff is doing Hurts a disservice. Yeah, I think it goes both ways. Gene. What's going on, MG Nas, man? This team is frustrating. You telling me, college-level coaches. Boy, is it because you have a college-level quarterback? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. Like, I want them to have a week knowing that Gardner Minshew is your starter. And what happens? I want to see what happens. We straight up need Dawkins, Trotter, Kerr's back now to help out. It's a fact. We need all our linebackers back. I'll even take Trent Cole, man. We were supposed to have an interview with Trent Cole. I'm going to hit him up and see if we can still get that going. But we got 70 people in here, man, and we only got 37 likes. Can we get that up? I appreciate that. Do you think we are positioning to start Gardner? I think we are. I think that we're going to at least try and see him for a game or two. I personally, if I was the coach, I'll put it like that. If I was the coach, I would wait. I would give Jalen Hurts this game, and if he doesn't look any better against a poor Lions team, let's be 100% honest, they're not great, they're not good. I think it's time that you make a move. I think that you make that decision. Fletcher Cox does nothing. It's on him. Jalen struggles, and it's on the coaches. Exactly. We don't even look competitive. That's my biggest disappointment with this year. Like, I feel like we got lied to in the whole offseason. Like, I would have rather you just tell me we're going to be trash this year. It's not going to be fun this year. And then for us to get fed all this, we're going to have, the competitive. We're going to be younger. We're going to run the ball. We're going to be a totally new look offense. Like, and none of that's true. None of that was true. So that's what pisses me off the most. But, I mean, it is what it is. I guess we'll see what happens. We needed coaches that were former players in higher positions. Linebackers undersized, can't cover. What do they do? Well, I'll wait. I mean, they can make tackles after like 10-yard gains. I'll give them that. I see a scenario where we start Minshew, then he gets hurt, then we start Hurts, bad situation. Doesn't really matter in my opinion. Obviously you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but it really doesn't matter in my opinion. You have Gardner Minshew next year either way. And I don't think that if you draft the quarterback early, you're going to be as... I don't think you're going to upset the fan base as much as you did like when you drafted Jalen Hurts. So I mean, it's a win-win situation. If we figure out that Jalen Hurts is trash, and we move on. It is what it is. Like, I have no type of connection to any of these guys. He's been here 1 year. Like, this is his second year. I'm not, emotionally connected to this guy. Sucks that he's not the guy that we wanted him to be. They should have been honest for real. Exactly. We need veteran coaches. Yeah, we never had any. They wanted to get y'all hopes up. Facts. Slay been playing 10 yards off Hurts in my heart. Yeah, man. And Slay was doing well in the beginning of the year. Now I feel like everybody's just getting exposed. I don't want to say people are giving up, but I do feel like it's just getting exposed. People don't want to play in the system. They don't like the system. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I know I keep saying that, but it just is. When does Lurie start to put Howie on the hot seat? I hope he is right now. Would Hurts accept the number 2 job or trade him? Hurts doesn't have listen, Hurts is not Carson Wentz. Hurts did not prove anything. Or at least Carson Wentz can say he had that one season that he looked like an MVP. And then it kind of fell off the rails for him, in my opinion. I mean, we can all disagree however we want. Hurts has no type of, hey, what are you going to trade him for? What are people going to give you? If you want to give us a third, go right ahead. I mean, I don't see anybody like knocking down our door to get Jalen Hurts. Fletcher Cox is a vet and plays an easier position than who? What are you talking about? Gannon was talking about doing a scheme to the players. Now he's plugging players into his scheme, and that isn't a scheme according to him. Exactly. Yeah, he doesn't even make any sense. I know a lot of people was mad. It was telling me to calm down when I was upset that Tay Gowan didn't play last week. You're down your 2 safeties. You're down 2 safeties, and you don't think it makes sense to at least activate Tay Gowan so you have another body in your secondary? I just don't get it. Yeah, we're not a veteran. We never get coaches that are vets. We never do that. Sirianni played me for a fool, so I actually bought into what he was saying. I think a lot of us did. When Howie stopped blaming Lurie, Gannon got to go. Yeah, he does. If we say the coach is trying to make it as simple for Hurts with play calling, how easy do you think it is for the defense coordinator to defend? I mean, but that's not on, like, it is what it is. Like, he has to do that for our quarterback. If our quarterback can make the plays that are there, then we can get something going. But he makes a lot of bad plays. Wentz can use the injury excuse. Yeah, I was never a Hurts fan going back to college. Joe, how would you rank our bum linebackers? I'm going with Edwards, Davion, Brad. I would go Davion first, and then I guess the rest. Honestly, I don't think any of them are that good, if I'm being 100% honest. I would say Davion Taylor's the only guy I would even keep. It's scary to think how we can really F up this draft. And look, we have Jacoby Stevens. Why we ain't starting him at all? We ain't even trying nobody else. Hurts is playing like he did when he got benched at Bama. I just hope we beat the Cowboys. 3 first-round picks, use all 3 this draft unless you can make a move for Rodgers or Wilson. We aren't going to fire Howie before we have 3 first-rounders. Lurie won't let a new GM. Yeah, and I've read a couple of my sources. I've always wanted to say that. A couple of my sources are telling me that they have zero inclination that Howie is going to be gone. They, if anything, they have a strong feeling that Howie's making these trades and stuff because he knows he's going to be in the draft next year. So, we'll see, man. Rodgers won't want to come to Philly or Wilson. You don't know that. I don't think Wilson would. I think Wilson's cool where he is. Maybe Rodgers would want to leave. I mean, I don't think we have that great of a team, but anyone in here got teenager kids, you have to drive from here to there. I have to be today because today's world's kids are vicious at bus stops and train stations. I mean, people are wild. People don't know how to act, man. You only 17, Carlos, man. In my high school, they had a whole daycare. We had some thoughts in there. We had some thoughts in our high school. We drafted Davion in the 3rd, but I don't think dude knows how to play football yet. He is one of our most promising. He's doing his thing. Yeah, when he's on the field, he plays his ass off. I want Hurts to be good so we can rebuild our defense. A new quarterback will be expensive, and the draft is supposedly weak. Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to see. I don't know if y'all saw the new logo yet, but I do want to show it to y'all real quick. Yeah, you know, I want to see it on the show. They want to see you dab. They want to see you pop. I gotta see how I get it. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Let me know what y'all think of this. What y'all think? What y'all think of the new logo? What y'all think? What y'all think of the new logo? What y'all think of the new logo? I knew a girl in high school that was 19 with 4 kids. Damn. I knew a girl that was a freshman that had a kid. I was like, that's crazy. I would never, bro. I would never. I don't know how people do it. Those well-known vet QB. She's doing good though. I know that has nothing to do with it. She's taking care of that kid, but I respect it. I know that's mad random, but those well-known vet QBs ain't coming to a losing organization unless it's all about money for them, or if they see something. You know what I'm saying? Unless they see something in the team. But I mean, I agree with you, Nina. The vets wanted Deuce Staley as head coach. Nick Sirianni had an uphill battle to get them on board, selecting Gannon as DC. It's not help now. No help now. Roseman and Lurie are looks good. Appreciate you, Chris. I'm telling you, Howie and Lurie are doing stuff behind the scenes. Dope. I appreciate you. Singleton only looks good with TJ Edwards paired with him. He looks bad with Eric Wilson. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. Jalen needs to grip it and rip it. He doesn't do that. It's true, though. It's true. Logo's fire. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all the goats, man. Y'all the goats. I appreciate y'all, for real. But I am going to be dropping I might either drop a video later or I might go live later on. I'm not really 100% sure what the plan is for me today later on. But I do appreciate everybody that came in here and kicked it for a little while. Please do. We still got 60 people in here. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way out if you guys are new. But other than that, y'all know what it is. It is Fly Eagles Fly, not Fly Jalen Fly, not Fly Miles Fly, not Fly insert random player name here. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for you.
Yeah. Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like a Sean, hunting like